Another reason you saw my video about me, about my having store manager calling the police on me because she thought I was, well, I don't know what her deal was. She was on drugs or something. She was clearly on drugs. I could tell. She had the whole druggy look going on. I'm just going to put it bluntly. She had the whole druggy look going on. I know I don't look like Miss America all the time, but you can tell, right? You can tell. I don't know where she was going with that whole thing. Her whole case was Swiss cheese case. Her whole thing was Swiss cheese. She didn't even bother to call the police. I'll have to put a link to my other video explaining the whole thing. This manager comes up to me while I'm shopping, gets right in my face, and just is right off the bat accusing me of stealing. You were thinking of stealing. Oh, can you read minds? Can you read minds, ma'am? Do you hear yourself? You can read my mind, huh? Apparently. It doesn't matter if I was thinking of stealing. My actions were fine. People can think whatever they want, ma'am. You're trying to say you're psychic and you can read what I was thinking? First of all, you're wrong. You're completely wrong. I was not thinking of stealing. And she didn't even call the police until after I called her a witch. That was what made her call the police? Me calling you a witch? What's worse, getting products stolen from your store or a customer calling you a witch? That's when you call the cops? Is when I call you a witch. So she's totally full of it. Yeah, I would love to get you in court, sweetie. Ma'am. Not sweetie, because I feel bad for you. No, sweetie, come on now. Come on. Okay, I'll see you in court, dear. Okay. She had Swiss cheese. So melted Swiss cheese. Argument, okay? If you thought I was stealing, wouldn't the police be on the way? If you had any evidence of me taking any... wouldn't the cops already be on their way? You wait till I call you a witch. That's why you call the cops. Because I called you a witch. She was totally full of it. I kind of feel like this woman gets off on getting people in trouble. She was on drugs. And I kind of feel like she was just trying to, dupe us to light. Let me see if I can get this chick in trouble. I don't know what her deal was. Because the whole thing made no sense. If you thought I was stealing, if you had any evidence, wouldn't the cops be on their way? You're just screwing around, getting in my face for whatever, and you hadn't even called the cops? Were you planning on calling the cops until I called you a witch? Oh, you got mad because I called you a witch. So let me try to assert some kind of show power. Look how much power I have. I'm going to call 911 because you called me a witch. She made no sense. Zero. That's what made you call the cops. Me calling you a witch? Or are you thinking I was about to bolt out the door with some of your stuff, some of your product? If you thought I was about to bolt out the door, wouldn't you already have called the cops? If you had any evidence. No, you offended because I called you a witch, and you had to try to scare me or something. I'm going to call you Oh. Oh my god, it would have been fun to be in court. Yeah, please, it'll be a hoot to get you in court. Okay? It'll be a hoot. No, it wouldn't. No, I don't enjoy humiliating people. Okay? Not that much. I don't need to humiliate. I just want to go. I just want to get out of this store, this haunted house. Can I please just get out of the haunted house? No. Yeah, I don't need anything from here anymore. I don't want anything. I'm just saying she had no care, and she made no sense. That's what made her call the cops. Not theft. A customer calling her a witch. No, I wasn't a customer because I didn't buy anything. And I wasn't planning on stealing anything either. and after thinking about that, I wonder if that's this chick's deal. Like, she just kind of gets off on seeing if she can get people busted. So, has she ever done that before? I don't know how. I don't know. I don't know. She just didn't like me. You had no evidence. You hadn't even called the cops yet. You get in my face, and she wouldn't even listen to me because she was on something. She would not let me talk. She wouldn't listen to me. And it was just no getting through to her. Ma'am, I can assure you I was not. And she's just like, no, you were doing it. Like, psycho. Psychosis is what I was dealing with. Psychosis. And that's what made her call the cops. Me calling her a witch. That's the worst thing that was going on. Me calling her... Ma'am, you thought I was stealing from your store. I'm about to bolt out the door. So wouldn't the cops be on their way? Or here by now? They usually wait till the police are there before they approach you. And she's not going to tackle me. She's not going to do a set of... First of all, she was not physically... Yeah. You would eat my dust, okay? She's not nowhere near physically fit to take on me, okay? Not to sound conceited and all that. But there's no way. Okay? The whole thing made no sense. So that's what made her call the cops. Me calling her a witch. The whole thing made no... I kind of wonder if she just didn't like me. She looked at me. She didn't like me. She was trying to get me busted. I don't know. It was so weird. But I'm just saying, she's Swiss cheese. You melted Swiss cheese, ma'am. Ma'am, you got melted Swiss cheese all over you. You need a bath, okay? You need a bath.